Ron Holp, 92, of Miamisburg, passed away on November 3, 2024. He was born on June 9, 1932 in Farmersville, Ohio. Ron's generosity and community spirit made him a true pillar of Miamisburg. He was loved and respected by all and will be missed dearly. During the Rock and Green Tomato Festival of 2024, Ron Holp was honored for his legacy. On Saturday, August 3, 2024, there was a proclamation honoring Ron Holp, and the best part was listening to Ron tell us some stories of the history of downtown Miamisburg and how we reached where we are today. At 12 noon on Thursday, November 14, 2024, the community was invited to line the streets to watch Ron take his last trip through downtown Miamisburg, to which he was so dedicated and proud of. Today we say goodbye to Ron Holp, founder of Ron's Pizza and Tavern in Miamisburg, and also the Miamisburg Merchants Association. We will revisit his legacy proclamation and listen to Ron tell us part of his story. We will also watch his final trip through downtown Miamisburg.
Yeah! Woo! Godfather of Miamisburg is in the house! Festival. Thank you all for coming out. We have just a great day. The sun's out, lots of food vendors, lots of fun things to do for the kids, and lots of great rockin' music. So real quick, I'm going to be short. My name is Jack Sperry. I'm one of the founders of the Rock and Green Tomato Festival way back in 2011. And I'm really not the founder. I was just the impetus to get the thing going. Ron Holp from Ron's Pizza fame, who's sitting right here, he told me not to tell everybody that he's 92 years old, so I'm not going to tell anybody that he's 92. But I would have coffee with Ron in the morning. I just want to give you a real quick story how this all started. I would have coffee with Ron in the morning, and Ron would say, we need a festival in Miamisburg that's family friendly with good music and good food and all that kind of stuff. And I think it should be called the Fried Green Tomato Festival. And I said, Ron, fried green tomatoes, no one's gonna come to a fried green tomato festival. And he said, kind of like no one comes to the sauerkraut festival, which I think gets 300 or 400,000 people. So right away, his wisdom overshined my ignorance. So he kept talking about it. I finally said, Ron, what do you need to do a festival? You need a band, get that. We need to sell a couple burgers, and we need something for the kids, and we'll do it. So we did it in 2011. We did it for 9 or 10 years, and then COVID came and we stopped it. So we brought it back this year, and thank you so much for coming out. But the whole reason that this festival is here today, and hopefully every year in the future, is because of this young man, Ron Holp. So let's give it a round for Ron. Wow. So with that, I'm going to pass the microphone on to our beloved mayor of Miamisburg, and Michelle Collins. You're beloved. You are beloved. Ladies and gentlemen, Mayor Michelle Collins.
Hi, everyone. Thanks for coming out. This is a Rock and Green Tomato Festival. How many people have had the tomatoes so far? Woo! They're fabulous. Ron, great idea. Never listen to Jack. Okay? In true Ron Holp fashion, he always has a joke. Listen, there are so many people who are involved in putting this event on, and honestly, they're all volunteers. The Miamisburg Merchants Association, the Spring Fest Committee is here volunteering. Rotary is serving beer under the tent. Please go out and visit all the vendors. They're hot and they're here and they need your business, so thank you for remembering them. There's some people here that I'd like to introduce. First of all, I know Sarah Clark, Councilwoman Sarah Clark, is floating around the park somewhere. I saw her. And Councilman Ryan Colvin is here. Councilman Jeff Nestor. Would you guys join me, please? We have 3 state representatives here. One is Rodney Creech, one is Phil Plummer, and one is our beloved Miamisburg hometown man, Tom Young. So please, you guys come and join me. I appreciate it. Representative Creech actually fried green tomatoes last night.
Yes, he did.
I told his mom and dad they did a good job on him if he's willing to stand under a tent and fry green tomatoes. By the way, I'm doing that, so come and join me. Ron, we have a special presentation for you. It's on behalf of everyone standing in this park. There's no doubt that you make the best pizza in the area. No doubt the best pizza in Miamisburg. And please don't, pizza people, don't write me, okay? But what a lot of people don't realize, or I hope that they do realize, is Ron's got a heart as big as the state of Ohio. If you go to Ron and say, will you, could you, would you mind, would you help? Ron says, yes, when, and what do I have to do? And how big of a check should I write? The whole Holp family is a shining star in this city, and especially in downtown Miamisburg, and has been for how many years?
64.
64 years. Ron's been perfecting his pizzas. It probably only took about 3 months though, right? 3 months to perfect the pizza recipe? How long?
Yeah, a little bit longer than that.
You heard it from him. But Ron, on behalf of the city of Miamisburg, on behalf of the mayor's office, and on behalf of 7 city council people, I'd like to read to you the following proclamation on behalf of every citizen who loves and adores you. Okay? It goes like this. Whereas the city of Miamisburg recognizes the outstanding accomplishments and the value contributions of Ron Holp to our community. And whereas the city of Miamisburg appreciates the remarkable efforts of Ron Holp and the honors for the 64 years he has served this community. I am not going to cry. And whereas the city of Miamisburg recognizes Ron Holp's influence and dedication to over 20 pizza making establishments within the Miami Valley, while consistently exhibiting the values and integrity and perseverance. And whereas the city of Miamisburg acknowledges the city's pride and the representation shown by Ron Holp for this city in his high level of leadership, personal achievement, and commitment. And whereas the city of Miamisburg congratulates Ron Holp on receiving his due accolades and recognition as one of the most influential figures in the city of Miamisburg. Now, therefore, I, Michelle Collins, Mayor of the city of Miamisburg, do hereby present this proclamation to Ron Holp for his profound contributions to the people of the city of Miamisburg. In witness hereto, signed this day by me, Ron. I couldn't be more prouder to present a proclamation to anyone. So thank you for all you've done, and we love you very much.
Well, I'm probably the newest guy here, Ron. I've only known you probably maybe a month and a half, but I love your stories and what you've done for this community, and we can't thank you enough for what you've done, and keep up the great work. Thank you.
Hey guys, Ron is such an influential person in this community. You know, families, community values, safe communities, good business people that give back to the community, that's what makes the community thrive. So he's been around a long time. He's a good buddy. We appreciate what he does, and we love you, Ron. Thank you, buddy. Well, as you all know, we were all very, very blessed to have the Holt family and Ron in our lives. And in Miamisburg, and when Abby and Ron opened up Ron's Pizza out on 12th Street in Central in Miamisburg, he embraced the community. And the way I tell the story about Ron is that he's our extended family, and he's brought all of us together. And not only did he always say yes, but he believed in this downtown a long, long time and invested money in it and never gave up on what we see today. So Ron, you're a dear friend for many, many years, and the state legislature of Ohio commends you, and you are a great citizen for our community and our state, and I love you, man.
It's been a long haul, but I tell you what, we came here in 1960, and the town was very busy, but it was the old Miamisburg, and we had, a lot of bars downtown, and we had a lot of traffic. And back then, Main Street was two-way traffic, and when John Kennedy went through here at that time, it was two-way. And then when they built the little shopping center out here at the edge of town, they were coming downtown trying to get everybody to move out there. And of course, Kroger's went out there, and A&P went out there, and the different stores that moved out of downtown, some smaller stores, thought they'd give it a try. And it worked out great for a little while. By the time we got over that downtown, well, then they opened up the Dayton Mall. And that shot us out of the saddle again. And pennies moved, and different ones had to close up, and it just kept going downhill for a while. As it went downhill, the town just kind of got vacant. So a lot of stores didn't get refilled, and that's what happened. It stayed that way for a little while. And then the Terry Lyons got involved in the Lyons family used to have the First National Bank. Terry got involved in putting in Bullwinkles for his son Todd, and that kind of broke the ice a little bit, but not enough. Stubman's was still here, and Poff's was still downtown. They stayed, and so even Ron's moved out. We moved out on 12th Street in 1964, but as it got kind of desolate down here, we couldn't get the buildings filled and so forth. But then, as time went on, we decided to come downtown. We sold our property on 12th Street, decided to come back downtown, and the Chumps, Terry and Jim, they were getting ready to open up down there, and that was a big hit too for downtown. So as we both got open, and Bullwinkle's changed owners, it seemed like that kind of broke the ice, and so we just kept working on it, and they hired a young man to be between the merchants and the city of Miamisburg, and I can't remember his last name. His first name was Paul. So he decided to have a meeting of the merchants to see what we could do. So we headed down to Chicago Pizza, which is where Bennett's is now. And the mayor walked in and says, "What's going on?" It was Dick Church at that time. And I told him, so nobody told me. I said, well, nobody told me either, but I came anyway. So we got it. So we decided we got a little program, decided to form a Merchants Association, which we did. And then to get things rolling for 2 or 3 years, I can't remember which, got about 25, 30 of us got together in the spring and got our brooms and dustpans out, city truck. We swept the street and doorways out from Famous Recipe down to Linden Avenue to clean up the downtown. Well, as we did that, everything started to move. So here we are today with one of the nicest parks I've ever seen, and it's sure a lot better than it was when they had the houses back here. People were there to put the houses were old and it was an old section of town. But it's really turned out great. And the Miamisburg Merchants Association is still going strong. And then we got with the city, we got with them and worked things out together now. And now we got the Community Foundation, which helps us with raising money and so forth to have these things. And so I think we got something really good going. We got to keep it going. So anyway, I appreciate everybody coming today and checking us out. Next year we're going to be better. In about 5 years, you have to look really hard to find a place to park. So thank you for coming.
All right, you guys stick around.
So today we say goodbye to Ron Holp. And the arrival of the procession is coming to say our goodbyes to Ron. It's a cloudy, rainy day.